Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever, whenever you're watching this. So, Granddad, Swerve 360, the Medicine Man, the Monument, coming at you talking about another great battle from the card against humanity. By the way, my card, Sean Penn. That's the card I got tonight of. Hit me in the comments, let me know what card you got if you were live at Card Against Humanity. Tonight, we're talking about Peedy Westro versus Ray Manley. Peedy Westro versus Ray Manley. Peedy Westro, the acknowledged veteran, his performance and energy, and especially his confidence, showed that of the veteran status. Ray Manley, younger, newer guy to the game on the come up, still involved in his first few battles. Had a great performance against Vito Cognac at Baptism Fire. So now he's presented with Peedy Westro. Let's get into it. We got a couple things to talk about. Let's talk about this battle. Like I said, Peedy Westro had great performance, great energy, a lot of confidence. No problems there. A lot of bars. Ray Manley has bars. He has the God voice. 90% of this battle, he had the God voice. Very strong voice, speaking very clearly. Mad disrespectful and a bit aggressive at times, right? So let's get to it. Round one, Mr. Westro goes first. He raps for approximately 3 minutes. Not quite, a little under 3 minutes. He mentioned that Ray Manley passed out off of cognac, referring to the earlier battle. The Trill Nick diss. I believe Trill Nick predicted Ray Manley to win, and Peedy Westro or LOC with Trill Nick, so that was a nice personal side shot, if you will. Go beat him till he's blacker than you. His hands are in HD. I'll choke you till you Blu-ray. All in that, and Peedy Westro had a great slogan, has a great slogan, I should say. I'm just skipping through the bars. 3 minutes of bars, great performance, great confidence, right? Ray Manley raps. Just for the record, the crowd didn't really stop him, at least in the first round. Ray Manley raps 4:04 to 10:43. It's 6.5 minutes in my book. I don't know how you cut the math. But anyway, Ray Manley had started with a good Kanye scheme. Plain lie like Bow Wow. ER or AR. Brothers in the Hood spell library wrong. Say library wrong. Something of that nature. Bruce Jenner, you're transparent. Like I mentioned before, strong voice, clear delivery. The God voice, if you will. He dissed Peedy Westro's wife extremely hard. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful to Mr. Westro's wife. Corner off safety like Ronnie Lott. I'm an old head. I remember when Ronnie Lott played. I appreciate the old head bars. Silence Big Punisher could crush a lot. Blitty blang blang bling. Right. Round one. Round one. What am I going to do? I got double the material for one gentleman. If they were cooking the same. It'd be hard, to pick the guy with only 3 minutes. Here I am again. I enjoyed Peedy Westro's performance. I liked his confidence. He was at ease. Good bars. Ray Manley rapped double the time, right? What am I to do? Let's go. I'll tell you in a minute. Round two. Mr. Westro rapped for a little over 3 minutes this time. He mentioned how Vito took his life, referring to the earlier battle again. Mentioned Pete the Dragon. I like the original Pete the Dragon. The new one's okay, but then he went into a movie scheme. And part of me, if I don't catch every single bar, I'm an old man, dyslexic, involved in recreationals from time to time in the past. So, I'm missing a couple up here, right? Frames get Ray banned. Great line. Mentioned the Nazis with the Hitler walking. And again, the key here is performance. Mr. Westro performs his bars. He gives you a whole show with it, the whole movie, right? The whole movie with it. Now, it's not all about being aggressive all the time. It's about the performance on top of the bars, right? All right, good bars, good performance. Give you an uppercut like Ray Rice. He had a big moment with the Hitler walking. Don't let me skip over that. Yeah, uppercut with the Ray Rice, something Moon Age, EPMD, Business Not Personal. The slugs run up in you. In second round, Peedy Westro had a pocket tap. He went two hands to one side to avoid the microphone. Again, two hands to one side to avoid the microphone. I didn't see any problem with it. There was a discussion on Facebook. Was it a cup check? Was it a pocket tap? Watching the video, I saw nothing wrong with it. You young guys are a bit pause heavy. Let's move on, right? Okay. Ray Manley, second round. Almost 6 minutes, not quite. Clocked in right under 6 minutes. And again, he had great bars and great performance, but there wasn't a lot of moments where the crowd stopped him from rapping. All right? Just to make sure. And then there's another issue we're going to talk about later. But right now we're talking about Peedy Westro, Ray Manley. Round two for Ray Manley. He'll his DE, get back and forth. His DE will liberate. Shuri Ken, I'm not completely up on all the Asian references. The anime cartoons, the Dragon Ball Zs and all that. That was a little after me. So pardon if I don't quite get them all. There was a line, I will do all the things that your man won't do. Now, a lot of people on the first time around didn't catch the setup and felt a certain way about that line. Again, I think you youngsters are a little pause heavy. Go back and do the knowledge. A lot of the greats said some real pausey shit, right? I don't know. Check it out. So, but when he ran it back and people caught the setup, it wasn't an issue. So, I think that was a non-issue, right? That was a non-issue. In this round, Mr. Manley pocket tapped Mr. Westro and then got real intimate. And when I say intimate, like this, intimate. So, again, this is live performance. Things happen off the cuff. There's a lot of moving parts when these things start happening. Sometimes, just like a line might not come off, sometimes pocket taps come off a little weird. It's just a part of the game. Slow down with all the pausing. You guys had a great performance. A lot of it looked a little weird to an old guy like me, but we let that go. We're not going to be pause heavy, all right? So, the pocket tap and the intimacy, the aggression. Okay, moving on. Again, 6 minutes to 3 minutes. Hard to call for a guy, if I really got to be fair. Hard to call. Round three, as I skip to my notes here. Round three, Mr. Westro again, right? Just bam, bam, rock solid every time, right at 3 minutes. I feel in my heart, he thought that they were supposed to be 3 minute rounds. I mean, they're true, the crowd didn't stop him that much, but he just 3 minutes every time, right at 3 minutes. And for Ray Manley's third round, he admittedly forgot the last part of his round. Still clocked in. Still clocked in at almost 5 minutes. And admittedly, in the round, admitted he forgot his round. Freestyled a bit and was out. Great performance. Great way to end it. Don't freestyle too much. Just get out of there. You did great. But you admitted that you cut it a certain amount short, and you were already almost to 5 minutes. I don't know how to judge this. I don't know how anyone expects me to judge this. Now, I will say this. In the Chance Fisher Black Ab recap, number one, I bullshitted on that recap. It's not that entertaining. Look at my other material. It's much better. Number two, I didn't take out the crowd reactions in Chance's rounds, which would matter to a certain extent because the crowd did stop a lot for Chance. Chance had a lot of pauses within his style. Sometimes he paused when the crowd didn't stop him. I went back and did the knowledge on one round just to have a for instance. And just for Mr. Radio B out there to let you know, the truth of the matter is the crowd shaved off 1 minute and 40 seconds of the time I was bitching about. True indeed. I went back, did the exact math. But that still leaves us with the issue of at least 1.5 minutes or about 1.5 minutes more rapping from one guy than the other guy, even with the crowd stops. So, again, how do I judge? All good material. One guy gives me double the material, almost to a T, just like he was writing his 3 minutes is somehow 6 minutes. Or his 6 minutes is Westro's 3 minutes. I don't know, but I'm just trying to get this shit straight. And to be clear, I don't care how long we rap. We rap 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 10 minutes. I just want both sides to be rapping the same amount of time. If we could get it a little closer. That's all I'm asking as a fan and a judge. I can't judge this. In the third round, Mr. Westro had a couple stumbles. Speaking about his father that passed. That's tough. The fact that he talked about it from the stage showed a lot of courage and a lot of confidence. I liked his performance better. Ray Manley still has some work to go on his performance. It's hard to give the first 2 rounds to Peedy Westro with all the material that Ray Manley had. He had moments. I don't know. What you want me to do? SBC, Southpaw Battle Coalition. Tell me in the comments. Am I wrong? Should we keep the time thing going as it is? Should we adjust it? It just seems that it's too much of a time difference. It's hard on an old man. Now, I realize everybody doesn't fulfill their round sometimes and doesn't write to the potential. But Peedy Westro seemed to me like he was writing for 3 minutes every time. And it's hard for me to believe that Ray Manley thought he was going to fit any one of his rounds into 3 minutes. I mean, come on. Twice the time. 6 minutes. Come on. Let's talk about it. SBC, Southpaw Battle Coalition. Let me know in the comments. This is Swerve 360, old granddad, the king of Roanoke Battle Rap. Signing off. Peace.